I'm sure most of you are familiar with the television program American Idol. And for those of you who are not, it's basically a singing competition. But basically there's 3 judges, and the thing that I really like about the show is the first episode of every season when they do the auditions. As you might imagine, some people come in very confident that they're going to move to the next level, but they're not a great singer. And so the judges are nice, but they say, yeah, I don't think you've got a future as a musician. Right? And then there's others who come in and they're very talented. And it's kind of gives you goosebumps. It's so powerful. And then the judges vote, and then it's very dramatic. You're going to the next level. You're going to Hollywood. But it's this third group of people that I want to talk about today. They're the ones who come and audition, and the judges say, you know, you've got some natural talent. You're actually quite good, and you could maybe earn a living in the music business, but you're not ready. So go back home and figure out how to get better. Get more experience, more practice, and then come back when you're better, and maybe we'll let you go to the next round. In today's gospel, we hear about the landowner and the gardener having this conversation about a fig tree. And the landowner's frustrated. I've been patient, and this tree is producing no fruit. What would have been the easiest thing for the gardener to do? Go get a saw, cut it down. But the gardener sees something in this tree, something that the landowner doesn't see. And he doesn't say, you know what, hopefully this tree will figure it out on its own. What does he say? I will cultivate the soil. I will fertilize the ground around this tree. I will nourish it. In this parable, who's the fig tree? It's you. And it's me. And who's the gardener? It's Jesus. Right? And unlike the judges on American Idol, our gardener, aka Jesus, he desires to help us to produce the fruit that he desires. So what is our job? If Jesus is doing a lot of the work, to receive. A couple of weeks ago, I was at Mass, and there was a young girl in this first pew. She was probably 3. She was there with her older brother and her grandparents. And I watched as the lector was reading the first reading. And this little girl propped her arm up on the front of the pew, nestled her head on her arm, and she listened with an attentiveness I haven't seen in a very long time. She was receiving what was being said. She was taking it all in. It really struck me, so much so that throughout the remainder of that Mass, and frankly every Mass since then, I thought, do I receive what God desires to give me in that way? You know, we think about Lent, and we're well into it now. It's kind of a good chance to kind of look back and say, how have we done? But we look at Lent as kind of our opportunity to do something good for God. Lent is an opportunity to more fully receive the gifts that God has for us, to more fully experience the peace, the grace, the mercy, the love that He has for each one of us. So I propose that for the remainder of Lent, that we ask God for the grace to receive Him more fully. And if we do that, on Easter morning, we will be just a little bit more like Jesus.